day 31. So we're over at Kathy's house in the town of Wrightwood. She has been super awesome to us. She gave us this nice place to stay. This was very comfortable, even though duck farts all night long. You know, it was still very comfortable to stay. She's got a really nice house, 2 cute kitties. She even has cute dogs. I don't always like dogs, but one of them is totally cute. The other one's old and just wants to hang out on the couch, which I can respect. But we're going to hopefully hit the outfitters today. There's supposed to be a nice one in town. And see if they can fix my zipper on my backpack, my trekking pole, you know, all my little things going wrong. See if we can resupply and get out of town without getting vortexed. It's always a goal to get out of town without getting sucked in. But, you know, I'm going to hang out at Linda's. So I lucked out, and the reception here is great. I got everything out of the cloud and back into my phone. So I can, you know, because there was 6 days that I had pushed some buttons and sent into the cloud. I do this every time. Now I just got to play the game where I got to shuffle them around, because when it puts them back in my phone, it doesn't put them back in chronological order. And chronological order kind of matters when you're showing videos. So I got to sit around for a while and dick around and figure out what happened where for 6 days. Oh, it's a nice morning though. So I got this free coffee in town. There's there's all sorts of freebies in this town, but coffee was the only one that I remember. So got to go hit that up. That's priority today. Yeah, then I'll get my backpack fixed. Kathy lives in a very nice, quiet neighborhood. Birds chirping, blue skies. We're headed down to the outfitters to see if I can get my backpack repaired, my poles repaired. There's a free cup of coffee in town. You know, that kind of stuff. Pick up some resupply. We don't really know where we're going yet, so I guess we got to figure out how many days we're walking. Don't want to carry too much on my back. We're going through the desert. There's probably going to be some water hauls. Hey, puppy dogs. How you guys doing?
Got dogs on their trampoline, so look at this one.
Yeah.
It's got one brown eye,
Oh,
blue eye.
but see, they're not barking at us. I like you guys.
Yeah.
You're cool. Good morning, dogs. So here at the hardware, and G bought me a new headlamp because he broke my last one trying to swim with it. I've got some new tips for my poles, but you put them on here yourself, so they gave me tools and a bench to work on, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to figure out how to replace tips on my trekking poles. They cannot help me with my zipper, but hey, you know, that's just one little pocket down. I just won't keep stuff in that anymore. Yeah, no big deal. I could call Osprey and probably get them to replace the pack or something, but I don't want to give my pack up. I'm gonna ride that thing until it's dead. That's kind of how I work. I like my stuff a little beat up anyway. So let's replace some tips, see how it goes. So Mountain Hardware was a real nice place. If you fill out their book, they give you a little pin that you can pin on somewhere. That's pretty nice. But, you know, friendly, nice place. It was rather cheap. It only cost me $6 to get my poles fixed. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I am not a fan of those skinny little tips. Those are going to poke right through the snow. I'm going to have to find baskets and hiker boxes or something that make it a little wider at the bottom, so that, you know, they actually help me in the snow, because right now I'm in the desert and I'm going to be there for a few hundred miles, but snow is coming, or the trail's going to take care of me and make most of it melt away is what I suspect. The trails love me. I mean, me and this trail haven't fully bonded yet, but, you know, I'm assuming it'll happen. Here at the Village Grind, because they have free coffee for through hikers, so I came through here, got a breakfast burrito. They only charged me for a small coffee, even though I got a large. Awesome. And lo and behold, Darwin walks in. I mean, that dude's been sitting here for 8 days now. Hurt his something or another in his leg. Hit a rock, tripped on a rock or something. Just did not expect to ever see him again. I'm gonna tell everybody I Nancy Kerrigan'd him and just whacked him on his shin, because that's what's hurting him right now. That was me. I'm gonna win. No, that dude's still gonna finish this before me. But, you know, good for him, because I'm not in a hurry. Never him. So we ran into Marble again. Cool cat. Big Daddy, G, Duck, and myself are going to go back to the trail. This is John here. He's the one that picked us up last night and took us to a Trail Angel's house. And he magically shows up today when we need him, so that he can bring us back to the trail. You gotta love how that stuff works out. Got my free hot dog from the Wrightwood Market. Not that you can see because the sun's blocking the view. Don't normally eat hot dogs, but I don't think I'm bringing enough food. So I figured I might as well pack anything I can into me. So back on trail. We don't have any big lofty goals, maybe 5-ish miles. Then we'll figure it out from tomorrow. But in 5 or 6 miles, there's a spring. I'm probably gonna camp around that. It's loose plans for now. We'll see how it goes. I'd like to point out how well I'm doing out here as far as saving money. We did 22 miles into town yesterday, and today we're already headed out. Don't know how many we'll do, but we did not take a zero. We didn't actually spend much any money. I got my resupply and everything. I probably spent 50 bucks in that town. So that's not so bad. The next town's like 80 miles or something up, and I'm pretty sure I didn't grab enough food, but it's kind of hard to guesstimate exactly how much you'll need, so it's guesswork. I have not run out of food yet, so I doubt I'm going to start now. And you know, worst case scenario, we can eat duck or somebody, you know. I mean, he is named Duck. I prefer chicken, but chicken's in Europe right now doing some cross-country shit, so I'll eat duck if I get desperate. How do you feel about that, Duck? Just a mile outside of Inspiration Point, there is a pretty nice campground. It has bathrooms. I doubt there's any running water or anything, but it's still pretty. Oh, there's water cache under that tree right there. Enhance. So, right there, right there. Yep, somebody left water for us. You gotta love this place, man. People are so good around here. So I'm trying not to talk shit, just making a point here. So we saw Darwin in town today. He's been sitting there for 8 days. He's the kind of hiker that hits the trail and needs to do 30s, maybe some 40s, and bust them all out, and he's got that attitude. Guys like that break. The body can only handle so much for so long. So while he's pushing himself and not having any fun and breaks himself, I'm catching up and just past him. And I'm having the time of my life out here, man. So, you know, when you come out here, don't come out here to bust out some severe miles. I mean, you know, if you got to prove something to yourself, that's one thing. Come out here and have a great time. Slow down. Smell the pine trees, motherfucker. This ain't a race. Because you know what? I'm going to pass your ass anyway when you're broken down in town, and then I'm going to make fun of you in a video. Look at this cutie. How you doing? Oh, you got to let me pet you. You look all fluffy. Come on. Come on. That dog could totally tell I was a cat person. According to this sign, 373 down, 2277 to go. And quickly the trail becomes one of those fall off the side to your death kind of things. Oop, that was a stumble, not a trip. Got a decent bit of elevation. As we're at, you know, 8,000 plus, which for an Arizona boy, that's pretty damn high. Hoping the trail eventually leads me over that way, because it looks like there might be a pretty cool sunset going on if I can just get over there. But you never know where the trail's gonna take you. Don't tease me, trail, don't tease me. Nice, at least I caught a few minutes of the sunset. Now that the sun is gone, the moon shall light our way. But, you know, as per usual, steep falls to your death. It's gonna be fun. Search and rescue just stopped us as we're climbing this big mountain. Evidently they got a call of a hiker in distress. So we're honorary SNR right now, me and Duck are. Now we're gonna go out and see if anybody needs rescuing. Because that's what we do in our off times. We just ran into another hiker coming down the mountain. And he's a local. And he's warning us about lions out here. He's like, there's quite a few of them, man. Yeah. He says, no attacks, but they follow you around for a while. So, that would be pretty cool. I want a big kitty to follow me around. Right now we're getting our water out of this little trickle mud hole down here.
They could put a PVC pipe in here, it'd be really nice.
Yeah, it would help, but it's a trickle of water. We'll take it. We don't have water for another 8 miles. The summit of this mountain is in 2 miles. There's a campsite in 1 mile. We're going to check out the campsite, but it's supposed to be really small, and G and Daddy are up there, so that's probably going to take that up. But we'll see if we can all squeeze in. But yeah, I should be able to catch the summit tomorrow for sunrise. It's almost 10 o'clock. Still climbing that damn mountain. Less than 1 mile to go. until where I plan on camping, if there's room. And then after that, it's only like another mile or so to the top. So, unless some stupid shit happens, I should get my sunrise. It'll come off from that direction. No mountains in my way that I can see. I can see city lights all over the place, so it means no mountains in my way. It's just a matter of the trees. And me getting my ass up early enough to climb a mountain. I haven't done that in a while. I'm more of a late night crawler right now than an early morning crawler. I much prefer the early morning thing. Oh, I wish I could share this with you. You can only see the tiniest fraction, but they're just twinkling lights in every direction. This might be a great spot for a sunrise.
This might be.
Yeah, this might be. It might be hidden behind these trees on the right a little bit. Fuck it, I'm going for the peak either way. But this is a gorgeous place to camp. So this is where me and Duck are resting our bones. We don't know where we lost the rest of our crew, but they're quick, so they're probably already at the peak. But fuck those guys. I hope it's windy and cold at the peak.